Good day and welcome to more continuing coverage of the MLS Shovelers Cup playoffs on MBS. We are live in Zakar, where the city-state of Catania will be facing off in the semifinal against Lapis Bay. Hold on for just one moment. Alright, that's fixed. Now if you look here, this is what the playoffs look like right now. Earlier today, Lapis Bay faced off against Winterside in the quarterfinal and made it to the semi. Last weekend, the city-state of Catania defeated Utopia in its quarterfinal, and now Lapis Bay and the city-state of Catania compete together to determine who, and by who I mean Lapis Bay, will make it to the final. So, Alpha, are you ready?
Running the bot now.
Alright.
The match will begin in 10 seconds. Start at the sound of the tone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start playing. The match has started. There are 7 minutes remaining.
Oh, they go.
Now, you see, there's a lot of ways this game could go. I could lose by a margin of 1 point. I could lose by a margin of 2 points. I could lose by more.
I like 1 point because, field size.
We could go into overtime and then I lose. Quite a lot of options. There's a wide variety of ways that I can lose this series.
Do you have any hope of scoring any points in this series?
I have a very small hope that I can try to get at least 1 point. It's not outside the mathematical realm of possibility.
Not many close calls either side early on. Just running around and digging trenches. Nothing much to report on. Of course, you do see a lot of defensive matches in Sakar. No different here so far, although they have been.
I blame 17-year-old Kitty for building this big-ass fucking field.
Hey, it makes the game more unique.
I like this field for the aesthetic.
There are 5 minutes remaining.
And that's enough.
It makes the game more unique, okay?
Yeah, exactly. The field has that aesthetic, and that's all I care about. Fuck actual gameplay.
Well, we have seen mostly defensive games in these defensive series in this postseason. Nobody, only one game.
To be fair, we've basically only.
To
be fair, we've only basically broadcasted one half the bracket so far.
That's still 9 games. It's bigger than 0, I guess. I don't know.
And for our MBS viewers, you can see how Alpha got to the semifinal against me in the series that we broadcasted earlier today against Winterside. Winterside actually managed to win a game, but then Lapis Bay came in and
about the same as the Titsanseki Silverville series, except we didn't see overtime stalemates. We did see Game 2 went to overtime. Game 1 was 1-3-0, and then Game 3 was 1-2-1 by Lapis Bay. The home field advantage working well so far. Of course, we still are behind in the bottom half of the bracket, but it'll get there. Most recently, we've mentioned that MBS is likely going to cover that first round game with San Estelle and Millville after MBN is now unable to cover it during the week. And the winner of that one will see East End to play for a spot in the semifinals against Cincinnati.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
No, that's a mouthful. That's how brackets work. So down to under 3 minutes, and nobody's made a dent. Well, made a dent in the field, but
We've made quite a few dents. The dents just have had no impact on the.
Poor choice of, but made no dents in the scoreboard.
You see, it's like making
signs.
It's like making a dent on a car that's in a discard pile.
Well said. What an enthralling match.
I like your terminology.
No problem. I'll be here the rest of the night.
There is 1 minute remaining.
Down to 60 seconds. And still not a point scored. But a lot of the field gone.
There we go.
This is, there you go. Jigs. Lapis Bay up 1-0.
Right, ready?
He's ready.
3,
There are
2,
30 seconds remaining.
3, 2, 1, go. I mean, I really couldn't have predicted this outcome. It really is a
Upset of the
quite
year.
a surprise. I mean, you know, I really was the favorite going into this match, but
10,
Yeah, I mean, heck, you
9,
made the final last
8,
year.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop playing. The main portion of the match has ended. Overtime will begin in 20 seconds. If you wish to take a break before overtime, pause the video now.
Alright,
Over-
so, for our viewers on MBS, that is game 1 out of either 2 or 3, probably 2. Lapis Bay a 1-0 win. That means Lapis Bay is 1 game away from getting to the Shovelers Cup final for MLS Season 5. So we're looking forward to see how, by what margin, Lapis Bay can win the next game in the series. When we get back after these messages, you're watching the Major League Spleef Shovelers Cup playoffs live on MBS. And we're back with the second game in the series in Lapis Bay, right where we were broadcasting earlier.
Exciting.
What margin will Lapis Bay win by this time? We are going to find out.
3-0 shootout. Actually, no, I'm going to call it 2-0. Regulation.
I'm going to say 1-0. I'm going to say it's probably going to go the way it went last time.
Smaller field, 2-0.
Alright, wait for the safety. Alright, Alpha, you ready? And Skelly,
The match will begin in 10 seconds. Start at the sound of the tone.
Okay, I guess we're going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start playing. The match has started. There are 7 minutes remaining.
So Alpha 1 win away from... See, now 2-0 looks a lot more promising, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, and 3-0 it doesn't sound too crazy either.
Yeah.
As I was saying, Alpha 1 win away from
I'm ready.
the Travelers Cup final.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well done by Kitty evading that. Really falls there again. Smaller field definitely making an impact early.
You know, I was part of the team that beat Alpha in the Taco Burrito-a-thon spleef. I was not responsible for being the one to beat him, but, you know.
Carried.
I was technically on that team, so I'm taking credit for it.
Who was on Alpha's team? Oh, Jesus. Who was on Alpha's team? I didn't look.
Red.
Uh-oh.
Alright, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
There are 5 minutes remaining.
So just 2 minutes in, Alpha scores 2 points. We all pretty clear how much the smaller field has impacted this game.
For the first point, I looked at my stream for a second. Not that it really matters.
But you're like, wait, what, did I really just do that?
Eat! Didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
Alright, you ready?
Skelly calls that 2-1.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ignore me. I'm correcting myself.
That's 3 to 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh.
Ready?
Match point for Lapis Bay.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh well, it was over anyway. GG.
So Lapis Bay is the first to punch their ticket to the Shovelers Cup final. The top
There are
team
3 minutes remaining.
top team in Major League Spleef has made it just 2 wins away from the final.
So yeah, Lapis Bay is the winner of the semifinal against the city-state of Catania. The first game 1-0, the second game 5-1. That means that if we look at our brackets here, Lapis Bay is going on to the final. Lapis Bay will be one of 2 teams to contend for that spot as champion of MLS Season 5. Lapis Bay has been on top of this season in the regular season. Number 1 seed in the playoffs in the regular season. Lapis Bay had the most wins, the highest winning percentage, the most points, the most everything. And now they will go up in the final against either San Ostend, Millville, East End, or Titsansaki. Any of those could still get to the final on the bottom half of the bracket. The only one eliminated so far is Silverville. The next game that is going to happen is the pre-quarterfinal between San Ostend and Millville. That's going to determine who goes up against East End in the quarterfinal. And the quarterfinal is probably going to take place next weekend. For that scheduling, the San Ostend to Millville pre-quarterfinal, that'll be a recorded game on MBS. The rest of them on the bottom half of the bracket, you'll have to ask. I'm not short about. Those are going to be MBN broadcast games.
They're on the weekend. They should be done by MBN. Otherwise, I don't know.
And MBS and MBN will be simulcasting the MLS Shovelers Cup final, which we now know will include Lapis Bay. So
top team makes it all the way. They're 2 wins away from a championship, but we still got a lot to do on that bottom half, indeed.
Thank you to our MBS viewers for watching that not at all surprising series.
Best series in the playoffs.
If I had to put my money on it, it's gonna be Lapis Bay against either Titsansaki or East End. I think that semifinal is going to be competitive, but
what if Millville moves on and beats Froge in a best of 3? He already swept him 2 times in the regular season. We could have some.
If Millville makes it to the final, I will be both seriously impressed and dreadful for broadcast scheduling. But but anyway, thanks to our viewers for tuning into the first semifinal of the postseason. And from MBS Sports and Games in Lapis Bay, I'm Kitty Catwoman231. We'll be back with more of the MLS Shovelers Cup playoffs on future dates. Stay tuned.